What was it like when I first lost my child? It was like the whole world went dark.
I was lost, shattered,
hopeless,
alone,
broken.
The day that Ramsey passed away, I didn't even know, but one of my good friends knew about this place, and she went online and filled out the application for me. So she texted me and said, I reached out to this place for you and somebody will be contacting you today. And then you called me later that afternoon, and I was at the rescue group, I think 3 or 4 days after Ramsey passed away.
Our first recognition of the rescue group was through the process of making funeral arrangements a few days after her passing. And it acknowledged us to where there are other families out there, there are other people out there that have going or are going through similar situations as us. And there's an organization out there to potentially help us in the moments after the funeral is done and the families go back home and everybody gets back to their normal day-to-day life, and we're sitting here continuing to lie in this wake of a mess that you would never anticipate happening in your life.
The rescue group came in within a few hours to help support us. Benny died on a Friday night, and the rescue group was in our house by 10:30 the next morning. They helped just to be a light in a time of darkness for us. Whenever those first few hours, whenever you're still dealing with the loss of what happened, the reality of what happened, the rescue group came and held our hands. And since those first few hours and those first few days, they've not left our side.
When a child dies, the whole family shatters. But sometimes the loudest silence belongs to the little ones left behind. The siblings, the best friends, the secret keepers, the heroes in waiting.
She's my sister.
He is my big brother.
She's my little sister.
I miss him.
I miss her.
I miss him.
I miss her.
We miss her.
Here at the rescue group, these children become legacy builders, helpers, storytellers, leaders, listeners, and world changers.
Remy was 7 whenever we lost Ramsey, and that Ramsey was probably, aside from me, one of the most important people in his life. So it's such a big hole, and seeing him not having that relationship anymore it's been hard for me. He misses his brother so much, but one of the things he's so grateful for is that we had the rescue group to come to. It has made a remarkable difference in him from the time he started until how his behavior is now. Is a totally different kid. He just feels so comfortable, so at home over here, and I think it's helped him so much in his healing journey that he's gonna just really not struggle as much as he would have had to struggle doing it alone, and just having that support and having that extra family that he can always turn to.
I think one of the hardest parts about losing my son was watching my daughter lose her best friend, playmate, and brother. And the rescue group has really been there for not only us, but for her. We have gone through counseling through them. We have taken part in their support groups. Our other child, has gone through counseling as well and has taken part in the kids club, where she gets to understand and be around other kids who have gone through the same thing or similar things that she has.
I think the most powerful message and view to get people to understand the RescYOU group is what y'all are able to provide for our children. The children are, thought of as you love them, you hold them, you care for them because of the loss that you just went through. But without an organization like this, what would end up happening is my children would not have ever properly processed grief or properly processed the loss of their sister.
People don't know what to say to someone who's grieving. Our kids do. Like when they meet another kid at Kids Club, they know what to say to that kid to make that kid feel better. And it's crazy that they can do that. They are more emotionally mature than children their age from their trauma. And we have been lucky to have the RescYOU group to teach them how to process their grief in a healthy way.
I had no idea that there was that much loss of children and lives in our community. It just doesn't seem to be reported in the news, and you don't hear of it that often. But it also points to the magnitude of the need in our community for this organization to be there. I just made it a mission, 10 or 15 years ago to get very involved in the community and give back to organizations that are helping a lot of people, and at the same time encourage other people and other businesses to get involved. From our perspective with Giles Gives Back, I see the impact that we've made, but we can only do so much alone. There's a reason that the gala is put on. It's to fund the mission. It's to help families that have lost a child. And I always say that everybody has something to give, and it doesn't have to be a big amount. But it goes back to my belief that a lot of people doing a little is a whole bunch more than one person doing a lot. And that's what that night's about.
It is so very important that families have continued support and resources after a loss, because the hospital truly can't take on those responsibilities. That is something that is outside of their scope. Healthcare is so much more. It's evolving into caring for the whole person, and that includes caring for their families. So knowing that we have a partnership and we can give these families a place to go that we know and we feel confident that they will be safe, and knowing that they're gonna have the resources moving forward, and that these families aren't going home just trying to figure out the rest of their lives by themselves.
At the RescYOU group, we guide families through their darkest hour, lighting a pathway forward through hope, connection, and a renewed sense of healing. We offer an emotional compass, a community where support is found, stories are shared, and lives are rebuilt. We provide more than funeral assistance, more than counseling. We offer a lifeline.
I would tell another family that it is so important to get help right away, as soon as possible. It makes such a big difference of how you are going to be able to heal in the long run. I've been here every week. That's the only thing I think that really kept me moving and got me out of bed, and I think it pretty much saved my life, and I really don't know what I would do without it.
I think what makes my grief journey so hard for my family is that I just want to crawl into my couch and stay there forever. But I can't, because I have 4 children that need me and a husband that needs me. So I'm very grateful that the RescYOU group has things here that can help me with the kids in areas that I can't help them.
I think one of the most powerful things about the RescYOU group, and probably unique, is that the group is run by other parents who have lost. And I think as a person who is part of this group now, it means so much more coming from somebody else who has gone through this same journey versus somebody else that has merely learned about it in school. I think by having experienced it themselves, they understand what we need and they're able to provide it so much better.
Your support carries families from darkness to light, helps grieving parents stand again, and reminds siblings that their love story didn't end with the loss. It lives on in the life that they rebuild as a family. To those who give,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
to those we serve,
We are here.
We are here.
We are here.
We are here.
Reaching.
Encouraging.
Supporting.
Caring.
for you.